Hey guys, Ivan here, and in today's video we got a prejudging of the Texas Pro 2026. First thing I gotta say, what an awesome production, high quality video, really good live stream, great footage, no interruptions, no connection lost, nothing like that. Dave Palumbo and Fuad Abiad are commentating the show. This is how it can be done when a promoter of the show does their job and is actually passionate about the sport and about their show and wants to do things right. And the promoter of this show is definitely just that. The other show, the Tampa Pro or Atlanta, what was it, was just so terrible. Sadly, this is a rare situation. We have a show run this way, but it happens sometimes. So yeah, really good footage right here. And this was your top 6 right here. Louis Britt on the left, next to him John Jewett, next to him in the center Regan Grimes and Patrick Moore. Kennedy, Colossus Ken on the right, and John Arthur on the far right here. This was your top 6. And as you can see, in the center of the call-out, we did have Regan Grimes and Patrick Moore. And it seems like one of these two guys is winning the show. In the front relax, it kind of seemed like Patrick might be actually winning. He is really conditioned, and he has a lot of fans right now. People actually want to see him win a show. Do I think that's going to happen? We'll talk about that in a second. On his side, on these guys' sides, we have Colossus Ken and John Jewett. This is very interesting because John Jewett is actually coaching Ken. And this is actually a very close comparison. We're going to see these guys compared one next to another in a second. And as far as John Arthur and Louis Britt, it's very close. I think it's Louis Britt who is winning because this guy has so much muscle and also really good conditioning. Now, as far as the top 2, again, Regan has bigger frame, bigger structure, like really wide shoulders, a lot of muscle as well. But the main thing, the main reason why he's bigger than Patrick is just the structure. I don't think he's packing that much more size than Patrick, but he is. He still is packing more size than Patrick, especially from behind. Not so much in the upper body, but in the lower body especially. Like Patrick's legs from both front and back are definitely a lot smaller, but Patrick's waist is so tiny. It's actually ridiculous how tiny his waist is. However, Regan is just, in my opinion, still too big to lose this show to Patrick Moore. So I think Regan is probably winning. We're going to see a 2-man call out in the end. So we'll analyze pose by pose, but overall, just the overall sheer impression is that Regan is just superior, more impressive. Patrick Stan is definitely a lot better, right? He has also really good glaze, really good shine on his body, and Regan is, as usual, really pale and just doesn't have exactly the best color on himself because he has that issue with being allergic to Pro-10. So I don't know what he does, but it's not exactly looking that great. Now, in the second call-out right here, we had these guys, Colossus Ken and John Jewett, fighting for that third. So coach and client fighting for the win here, which is very, very interesting. Who do I have winning? I mean, we're going to go pose by pose with these two guys as well, but just the overall impression, I mean, it seems like John might be a little bit harder, but not much, not much. I mean, what he did with Ken here is definitely a really good job because he's coaching him and he finally brought him in good. He's actually big, full, but also conditioned enough, really conditioned. So this is absolutely the best Colossus Ken we have ever seen so far. And again, his muscularity being similar to John's, even better potentially, conditioning being equal, if not better, in certain body parts. But the main thing why I think Ken is winning this is the shape, especially in the side poses, in the midsection. Check out the stomach of Ken. It's perfect. And John's is just messed up. He has this belly button. I think it's a hernia or something. It just looks really unaesthetic. And like in the front poses as well, the way his quads are shaped, the overall shape of John is just not very pretty. He doesn't have great aesthetics. And Colossus Ken is definitely way more aesthetic, way more aesthetically pleasing and fuller, in my opinion, here, because John seems a little bit flat. Conditioned as usual, not super conditioned, but conditioned enough and just a little bit flat, so he's not big and full enough. So in my opinion, I think he's losing this to Ken, to his client. Tim Budesheim did not make that second call out. He's in the last call out right here. Obviously in the center, obviously winning. He does have a ton of size, good freak factor. People love him, but is he the material to be winning pro shows? No. He used to be close to doing that at one point, but lately it's kind of hard to figure out why he's not really doing better, because he is massive and conditioned. I mean, the answer is pretty obvious. He's just not shapely enough. He's just really rugged, and he does have some glaring weaknesses on his body. Overall, he does have a lot of size, good conditioning, always good fullness, good pop to the delts and so on. But the shape is not there, and he's just not on that level to be winning shows or placing in the top. Now let's take a look at this second call out one more time. And as you can see in the center, we did have coach and client John Jewett and Colossus Ken. And let's go pose by pose. Front double bicep. I definitely have Ken here, for sure. Look at his lats, man. They're popping out like crazy. John looks smaller and flatter compared to Ken right here. Front lat spread, same story. Ken is wide, man. Crazy wide in the lats and in the shoulders. Also fuller, a lot fuller than John. I mean, good job, John. He really nailed the peak for this one, for Ken on this one. Side chest, really aesthetic pose, really good pose for Ken. He wins this one hands down for sure. Back double bicep, for sure, Ken, in my opinion. The glutes look sharper. His back is just more shapely, bigger, fuller, wider, better. Back lat spread, actually, same thing. I mean, John's back actually looks pretty good in the back lat spread. It looks big and full, but next to Ken, yeah, I definitely have winning both back shots. Lower body of John Jewett is actually pretty good. Hamstrings, but overall, I have Ken winning both back poses, and here he annihilates John because of that midsection. You just can't ignore that belly button and that lower belly and the aesthetics that Ken has. In the abs and thighs, it's actually pretty close. John actually flexes the abs really good, and he has some really good separation, but it's close, and the most muscular goes to Ken for sure, because he's definitely way fuller, especially to the chest, but also to the arms and delts. So yeah, in my opinion, Ken is taking the third place here for sure. But as far as the top two, let's take a look at this one more time, and let's see if you guys are going to see Patrick Moore winning this show. In my opinion, you will not, because let's take a look at this. Front legs, I give it to Patrick. He looks better because his waist is so small and he has good conditioning. But if you go pose by pose in the front double bicep right here, I mean, you can argue that Patrick is winning this one as well, because his waist is so tiny. It's ridiculous. And his arms are also better shaped than Regan's. But the legs are definitely not as good. And they're actually pretty close in this pose. Here you could argue that Patrick is winning the front double as well. But it's not going to be enough for him to actually win the whole show. Let's check out the next pose, front lat spread. And here you can kind of see a little bit more clearly how big Regan actually is structurally. And I think he also packs a little bit more size overall. But it's close. I got to say it's close. Patrick is actually really hard. So this one is also very close. I mean, you can even give this one to Patrick too. From the side, I mean, Patrick has some really good side poses, but I think here you can see that Regan is a lot thicker, right? To the chest, arms, legs as well. Regan has some really good hamstrings, good hamstring drop right there. It was close so far, but it's from behind where Regan really closes that gap. He has much better lower body from behind, hamstrings, glutes, that lower body thickness. And then also the upper body. I mean, Regan's back is phenomenal. But Patrick's back is not that weak, neither. It's also pretty good back. But this is Regan Grimes we're talking about. He has a really good back. Both back lat spread and back double bicep. But in the back lat spread, also you can see how wide he is, how much muscle he's packing in the lower body. From the side, I mean, Patrick's side tricep is great. It's really aesthetic, man. It's actually crazy aesthetic. But Regan is just bigger. But I'm not sure about this one. This one is actually very, very close, guys. I mean, after watching the live stream, I was sure that Regan was winning. But now, after reviewing it one more time, I'm not so sure. The abs and thighs, I have to give this one to Regan. I mean, he has really good abs, good legs, good leg width, just much bigger legs than Patrick here. And overall, he takes way more space on that stage. So I think with his size and his conditioning being pretty comparable to Patrick's, I think he's winning this. We have two aesthetic guys fighting for Texas Pro right here. Who is going to win? You guys be my guest. Tell me down below. I still have to say it is Regan. Although it would be a great story if Patrick won, and I do want to see him win. I just don't know if he can pull it off. I just don't think so. Because he's really brought it for this show. He talked in that post, if you guys watch my video, you know what I'm talking about. He talked that Phil Heath told him once that he needs to bring different looks to different stages. And I said he just needs to be conditioned. And he's conditioned here, and that's why he's fighting to win this show. It actually seems like he's in better shape than Regan right here. I think he is. He's really sharp. He's also pretty full. I mean, he's not a big guy, but he brought it for this show. If the judges will overlook the size difference, and it's not even that crazy. I mean, there are guys who are, much bigger than Patrick, but Regan is not that much bigger. I mean, he has bigger structure. He doesn't pack that much size more than Patrick. And this is like 10th show for Patrick. Maybe the judges will award that persistence. So he may have actually just won this show. I just don't see how can he win this with his back poses looking like this next to Regan. With his hamstrings looking that much smaller, with that thigh gap you can see right here, and with the size difference in the back as well. So I don't know, man. I think Regan did enough. I think he's just bigger and wider. I think he's winning this, but it's not impossible that Patrick might actually still take it. I'm curious to hear what do you guys think. Who do you have winning? I'm pretty sure more of you will have Patrick winning because he's definitely more aesthetic. I mean, a lot of you would say that you want to look like him, but what's wrong with looking like Regan? He also looks pretty aesthetic, pretty good. So, yeah, you tell me. I mean, based on the last video, you all wanted to see Patrick win a show, so you'll probably be cheering for him, but I'm trying to look at this objectively, and I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I still think Regan has an advantage, but it's very close. It's very close. And that's going to do it for this video, guys. If you enjoyed it, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel for more content like this. Tell me who do you think is going to win this show down below in the comment section. See you soon, guys. All the best, and bye-bye.